Steve Abel.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Question is to the Minister of Oceans and Fisheries. Does he stand by all his statements and actions?
The Honourable Shane Jones.
Aye. Supplementary. Does he stand by his statements that the fishing industry, quote, deserve respect, and that he would, quote, stand up for people who regard fisheries as part of their birthright? And does he therefore share the opposition of fishers to seabed mining that totally destroys the seabed with flow-on impacts to fisheries?
So, yeah. I've gone from the champion of the provinces to the leader, the leading politician who is going to ensure that the fishing industry is not demonised or driven out of existence by stupid green policies.
Mr. Speaker, I have a point of order on that response, please.
A point of order, Stephen.
The question was quite specifically about whether he shared the opposition of fishers to seabed mining that totally destroys the seabed with flow-on impacts to fisheries. And I don't believe it was answered.
Have another crack at that.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order.
That question had multiple limbs, and I responded to one of those limbs relating to my status as the Fisheries Minister. And I repeat again, the answer that I've given adequately covered one of the limbs of what was an octopus-like question.
Supplementary. When meeting with mining lobbyist Stratera on the 23rd of January on the resources and associate energy portfolio, did he, in his capacity as Fisheries Minister, communicate the long-standing opposition of the fishing industry to seabed mining?
Yeah, that's right. Just try again to get it inside the Minister for Oceans and Fisheries portfolio.
Okay.
Just hang on. We can't talk while this question being asked, or about to be.
Does the Minister for Oceans and Fisheries share the opposition of fishers to seabed mining that totally destroys the seabed with flow-on impacts to fisheries?
Speaker, there are some apocryphal, unfounded, dangerous assertions in that question. The processes that are in play pertaining to applicants seeking to gain access to the $500 billion worth of wealth on the bed of the sea are entitled to go through that process. And that is shared space enjoyed also by quota owners.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Steve Abel.
I don't believe he answered the question, which was specifically about whether he shared the opposition of the fishing industry to seabed mining.
Well, look, I think it's one of those ones earlier that I spoke of earlier. If you have a look at a standing order, a Speaker's ruling I'm leaning heavily on today, it's 2072. And I think in consideration of that, the Minister has addressed the question. Ask another sub.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In the decision to cancel progress of the Kermadec sanctuary, did he consult with interested and impacted iwi, such as Ngāti Kuri, before making this decision?
Honourable Shane Jones.
The decision that the member refers to is a decision of the Cabinet. In terms of talking to the associate iwi, it may involve me talking to myself. That is a decision endorsed by the entirety of the Cabinet. And it reflects the fact that nothing in the Kermadecs, Mr. Speaker, will change as a consequence of the overdue decision today, whether it's noddies on land or puffer fish at the sea.
Does he support the view of the International Seabed Authority that it strongly recommend a pause on seabed mining until there is a clear understanding of the impacts of the industry that the industry may have on the marine environment, its living resources, and those dependent on them?
Speaker.
Honourable Shane Jones.
Obviously, within our domestic jurisdiction, there are opportunities to excavate, extract and take rare earth seabed minerals necessary for the climate change journey.
Are you speaking as
There is
Fisheries
also the New Zealand involvement in a working group under the UN dealing with high seas, international waters mining. The latter does not drive the former.